Welcome to my final reflective analysis video. In this video, you will have a quick tour of my digital portfolio, along with a reflection upon the entire program and how my vision of teaching and learning has changed. Let's get started. Now, this is an entrance to my digital portfolio, and it might be a little barren right now, but that's just because I completely revamped it and created a new digital portfolio. I just wanted it to be a little bit more bare bones to begin with now, at the beginning of my teaching career, and a little bit more user-friendly. So you'll see this is my homepage. I have a navigation bar up above. My homepage is sort of like a blog style, so you could have different postings here. I only have one right now. I've got my Twitter feed on the side, and then an area at the bottom that you can contact me through. But let's get started. So we've got a portfolio with all of my foundations materials in it. So I've got some reflective analyses, self-assessments, personal statements, and guiding questions from each term. This is a section that I will have class information and projects in that I'm really proud of, but I've yet to upload them so far. Then I have a section about me, which has a photo of me and a little blurb along with my aspirations. And then I plan to upload a resume here. And then I've got a section for resources. So all of these are clickable links to the actual curriculum documents, as well as the supporting documents Growing Success, Learning for All, and Achieving Excellence. But let's get started into the nitty-gritty of the reflection. So looking back at my personal statements from semester 1, I see that my postings are sort of written by a naive individual with rose-colored glasses on. For example, on the first day of our program, and for several days following after, we were asked, why do we want to be teachers? And my response was, quote, I want to be a teacher because I want to be that person whose students believe in them. Teachers must care about their kids, and I love kids. Now, while my ideas of teaching here are basic, I have to give myself some credit. I was hopeful. I was so hopeful to become that change maker of a teacher for my students. And then let's head into the self-assessment from semester 1, which I think is pretty interesting. Looking at my self-assessment was a bit of a wake-up call, if I'm being completely honest. My answers, if I was to complete this self-assessment now, would be quite similar to the one from semester 1. For example, I still strive to dress more professionally, and for a girl who hates shopping, that's a little difficult. I still aim to do better in terms of keeping up with readings, and I still feel that I have taken initiative in the program. I giggled a little bit when I saw that at the time of this self-assessment, I was running for student government president, and now I've been in that position for over a year. I think that what I have valued from looking all the way back to semester 1 is that I have been inspired by the Stephanie from 2016. She was eager, excited, and hopeful. All qualities that as time has gone on have probably waned just a little bit. I think this is a reminder to keep that eagerness and excitement and hopefulness about myself as I begin my career. I do not want to become bogged down and tired. It's clear that my vision of teaching and learning has changed and matured over the last year. My first reflective analysis shows that once this program began and our classes and observation days began, we were in for an awakening like never before. I started out with an idyllic view of what teaching was, and I was soon met head-on with reality. And I wrote this. I have been exposed to what teaching really encompasses. Everything. We are part psychologist, confidant, secretary, leader, guardian, hero, etc. The responsibility is immense. I was starting to get it. A few weeks later, we reflected again. Quote, my thought processes about teaching has again expanded rather than changed. I've learned that there is a lot more that goes into teaching than just having a passion for kids. There is assessment, but which kind and how frequently? Feedback, again, which kind and how frequently? Class management, what will work best for my kids? And the list goes on and on. I am admittedly extremely nervous about practicum, mostly because I do not have enormous amounts of experience with managing kids this age. Well, while my knowledge has definitely grown in terms of assessment, for, as, and of, feedback, self and peer, and class management, tribes or no tribes, for example, I still get a little nervous for practicum. There's something about placement that really puts your knowledge to the test. In second semester, My reflective analysis video addressed my naivete from the beginning of semester 1 and did a great job running down all of the big ideas that we had learned in second semester.
Well,
like Universal Design for Learning and Differentiated Instruction in Week 3, which we have come back to in Semester 4 over and over again. In Week 4, we dove a bit deeper into Indigenous knowledge and the endless ways that we are able to integrate it into our classrooms using the scope and sequence document, for example. In Week 6, we looked into assessment and classroom management in Week 7. I truly believe that my vision has shifted because of all of the research we have sifted through and the experiences that I have had in my placements. I have seen the enormity that is being an educator. Now, as we delve into the future of our careers, it's reasonable to want to set some goals, and I have 3 to review with you right now. The first is to read the curriculum documents. While we have a great deal of experience with them, I have not had the chance to sit down and read through them start to finish, and I think that my practice will be better once I have a better handle on the material needed to cover, especially since my career for the foreseeable future will be in different classes of different grades. I want to be as well versed as possible in all grades, not just the ones that I've had placements in. My second goal is to start an education journal, and I hope to reflect regularly on my experiences in the classroom and how I conquered different challenges. I hope that years later I can look back and feel like I've learned so much, as well as be reminded of a few things I tried in the past that were effective in my practice. And the third goal is to bring technology into the classrooms that I will be an occasional teacher in. In order to stay up to date with technology in the classroom, I think it will be beneficial for myself and students that I encounter through my teaching to integrate technology as much as possible. And as all of my classes will be different, this will mean I will need to become as familiar as possible with the technologies available in the school. I'd like to close out this final reflection with a quote from my second reflective analysis in semester 1 that I still feel is very appropriate for this stage in the game. In browsing through my portfolio, I realized that I still have so much to learn. I will probably never feel fully prepared to go into the classroom. However, I am grateful for a seemingly understanding and kind associate teacher who will help guide me through it all. I am hoping and preparing for the best, and this is a mantra that I will carry through my entire career. Thank you.